Hey subscribers, it's Greg Craven, Wondering Mind 42 here, and this video is not a plea for help or a call for action. This one is just to give you something. Um, Sorry for the appearance. I've been pretty much sleeping for the last 5 days, 6 days since I posted the trailer for the book. The wife and kids are out of town, and it's my opportunity to, and I'm on summer break, so I've got nothing I need to be doing during the day, and I don't need to be not cranky. So it's my opportunity to go cold turkey off the Red Bull and the snooze, which means I've been sleeping pretty much for the last 5 or 6 days. But I wanted to, excuse me, now that I'm waking up, I wanted to say a word about money to you guys, because some criticisms have come up about the trailer that I'm just selling out and just trying to get people to buy my book for money. And I've learned through this whole doing debate with the internet thing that I need to have a thick skin, and I've learned to have a thick skin. I've learned to, before I give weight to other people's criticisms of me personally, I figure out how much weight I give to their opinion. And for people whose opinions I don't really respect, and I don't think they're very rational or very charitable or very, what was I saying? Sorry, still a little dopey. I can shrug off criticism from people whose opinions I don't much value. But what stings, or what I want to address here, is what I'm afraid of is people who whose opinions I value, viewers whose opinions I value, and who have liked what I've done and now feel betrayed because it feels like I'm just another guy trying to sell a book. That's what I want to address, because that does have a personal feeling to me. So I want to just be upfront about the money. This book wouldn't have happened without the money. I took my family to the edge as far as I could with just the videos, and was done with them. And when people said, "Hey, you want to do a TV show?" I said no. And when they said, "Do you want to do websites?" I said no. And they said, "Do you want to do a book?" I said no. And I was just trying to get back to my family. And then my wife and I sort of realized, hey, book, doesn't that mean some money? Because we need money, because we're on a half-time teacher's income. I decided to go half-time deliberately to be with my 2 young kids, to spend our retirement investments, and instead invest my time in their childhood, which we'll never get back. Ironically, as soon as I decided to go half-time to be with them is when I posted the damn video, the most terrifying video you'll ever see, 2 years ago. So I haven't spent any time. I've spent less time with them as a result in the last 2 years, trying to do what I can so I feel comfortable that if the worst does happen, I've at least done what I could, and hoping for the best. So anyway, so we realized that I had already written a book. I'd written 75,000 words in the scripts for the How It All Ends video series. And if I could accept a book contract, just sort of repurpose those scripts, turn it into a book without too much extra effort, and get some money from it, that would be helpful to our family in sort of back pay for all what I had taken from them without ever asking them, because I didn't consult with Jodi or the kids before I did any of this. It just happened and took me with it. Okay, I got to own up to that. I followed it some because I didn't feel like I could put it down. Anyway, so this time, unlike with the videos, very deliberately sat down with Jodi, my wife, and said, "Are we willing to do this? Are you willing, Jodi, to be a single parent for a bit longer, and we can get our advance out of this. We can get the money out of it for the book." And she said yes, and I was sincere in thinking I would be able to just repurpose the scripts, not do a ton more work. But my perfectionist, obsessive personality took over, and I didn't even look at the darn scripts. In writing the book, I started all over again, and as a result, the book is like it's not anything like it's way better than the videos. The videos were like the warm-up notes. at the beginning of a symphony, and the book is a symphony. The book is a systematic decision-making system that is accessible to the layperson, and it can be applied to any complex decision, whether it's what doctor to choose, or whether to take that job, or whether to follow your girlfriend to that city, or whether to send your kids to this school or that school. I'm pretty dang proud of what I've produced. But, yeah. Anyway, so the money is necessary because the book would not have happened without there being money attached to it, because we were done. I was done taking anything more away from my wife and 2 kids without there being something of commensurate value that comes back in, other than the hazy feeling that maybe I'm making the world a better place for them. So, but I've already got my advance. So even if the book doesn't sell any copies, I've got my X amount of dollars. I think I'm not supposed to tell you how much. I got in trouble one time from my publisher for saying that to somebody. It's not a lot. Well, it's relative. It's a half-time income. There you go. How's that? Pre-taxes. Yeah, okay, I remember. So selling out the book before the release date, that really is sincerely just an idea I got that I thought would make a big splash, because I'm pretty much being left on my own by my publisher to do publicity. You can't blame them too much. I have 0 track record. But so I'm left here hustling on the internet, just like I started a couple years ago, and asking other people to do my work for me. Hey, pass this on. That sort of thing. So that's why I want to sell the book out before the release date. That would be amazing. The money, of course, would be great, but I think hopefully you trust at this point that that's not the main motivation. There are some things with the website that are intended to make money. That came about because the guy who contacted me, a web developer who contacted me and said, hey, I love your videos, can I do something for you? He not only designed the website for me and put it together so I could maintain it myself, but he got really excited, and he's done this sort of thing before. He got really excited about what I'm doing, and he said, hey, here's some easy way for you to bring in some revenue without it costing anybody anything. Like, for instance, if you buy through my website, as I'm an Amazon affiliate now, which means if you buy the book through my website, it's the same cost to you, it's the same hassle, it's no time delay, it's the exact same thing to you, same price, but I get a commission on it. So that seems like a win-win. Amazon gets a sale, I get a commission for sending you there, and it doesn't cost you anything to do it. So there's a bunch of stuff like that he's got ideas for that would bring in revenue, and at this point I'm all for that, because my family can't afford for me to continue to do anything unless I bring in some income with that. And just so you know, some of that commission, a good chunk of that commission that is earned through book sales on my website, I'm giving to someone else, others, so that they can take more time away from what they're doing, their work, which is flexible, and can work on continuing the movement, the grassroots movement, they call it. I don't know what to call it. But I'm donating. I'm donating a decent chunk of, a good chunk, about half of the commission that comes through sales on my website to someone else, with the intent of people can only spend so much time working on this stuff without making any money at it. It's hard to justify taking time away from your family and your other work unless you can justify it with some income. So I am helping others do that in the hopes of handing off the baton so I can just go back to my family and stop, because my race is almost run and I need to just hand this off. So I'm donating some money to try to make that a reality. Sorry for the ramble. I didn't want to wait till I had a perfect script to get this message to you now that I've woken up. Plan to do another posting in the next 24 hours or so, giving you more ideas on how you can help spread the word if you want to see the ideas in the book elevated into the national debate. Thanks for your tolerance.